Hello world, this is Michael Brunker and I'm back at my favorite sacred place, the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA, and a lot of special things are going on here. Many of you may or may not know, but recently, last week, we had big rains here in San Diego, and much of southeast San Diego, and especially in the Southcrest area, was devastated by the floods that followed that water trail into this area, which is totally unprecedented. And right now, the community has done so much to help mobilize and help support those that are surviving so many losses that have happened as a result of those floods. So I'm going to turn it around right here so you can kind of get a sense for what's happening here. The first thing here is this whole area out here at the front was absolutely flooded. It was all underwater. That bio basin that we built to help catch a lot of the storm water that runoff was over flooded. That berm right there, that's Choice Creek right there. You see that fence line? That fence line, water was coming over that. This is all flooding right here at this YMCA. But now, as you look right here, they've got volunteers that are coming in today, and many players have rallied together to help support. You could see the signs right here, so people are dropping off items, donating items to help support clothing, drop-offs. There's some other areas here in Southcrest, Sharita's Closet, and Lisa's Lumpia are helping out as well. And you can see right now somebody's dropping off some items right here. This is Anna and Armon right here. They're picking up some things. Somebody's donating some things right here. Oh, Anna's the executive director here at the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA. Tell everybody what's going on here today.
Today we are here from 8 to 5. We're taking donations of different items, and we're also mobilizing folks to go out into the community to help clean, because we need a lot of help with that. And then also we're we have canvassers too, that we're going knocking on people's doors to find out what they need help with, and then also encourage them to fill out the county form, so then that way we can start activating the FEMA help. So. Wow.
So when you talk about you got somebody standing here with you right now. You're not doing this all by yourself. No. Who else is here? Introduce who's with you.
This is Armon Harvey, our partner in crime. And he's from the Harvey Family Foundation, and he's been, mobilizing since the flood hit. And this kind of just happened all quickly, and he's been the lead of it, and we have several other organizations that are helping as well.
So Armon, what's this all stacked up over here?
So behind us,
let's walk over here and just show everybody what's over the kind of stuff that's coming in here.
This is what's left of our food distribution. We feed the families that are affected 3 times a day. So with the help of the San Diego Food Bank yesterday, they were able to bring fresh produce for us to be able to deliver to the families. So we have different donations from different restaurants. We serve hot meals, 3 hot meals per day, and then we try to give them some fresh produce along the side as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So right now, and I've been in Detroit. I was back for a very special event for myself, but all this happened, man. It happened on Monday. I left town. I'm back here right now, and I know the San Diego Rotary Club and others are really looking to try and support everything that you're doing here. So we've got food out here, but this food's not going to last long. But look at these empty pallets down here. So there was a lot more here that was done, and now the team's going to go out. But walk me through what's going on here and just explain what you got this operation so people get a better understanding. If they want to advocate, if they want to volunteer, if they want to donate, the kind of things that they could be doing to help support the cause. And rumor has it, I'm a follower of the weather app, that's for sure, we've got more rain coming. And
so that's why the efforts that we're trying to put in now, we are looking to amp it up. We need more manpower. We need more cleaning supplies. We need more hygiene products, things like that for families now, so we can try to prepare for that rain. We are also getting sand and sandbags in, so that way we can prevent this as much as possible, prevent the damage as much as possible from happening all over again while families are still trying to recover from the first one.
So as we walk through here and we're going into the community room here at the Y, I see some things over here. What's over here? I want to see everything. I want everybody watching here on Facebook Live right now. What are these, fans? What do we have?
So what's left of most of our stuff that we have, thanks to Emerson Construction, they donated shovels, rakes, mops, fans, buckets, all that different kind of stuff. So this is what's left of what we have. The rest of our stuff is out in the field, but this is pretty much like our command post, our hub. So the volunteers come here, they get what they need: shovels, trash cans, cleaning supplies, as well as PPE and safety gear to be able to go out and do the things that they need to do to help the community clear their homes of the debris.
And there's a lot of cleanup needed, isn't there?
Oh, it's a ton of cleanup.
Yeah.
There's still cleanup that needs to happen. But unfortunately, what's happening out there right now is the streets are getting too full because we don't have the city to come out to clean it up.
Wow. Okay, let's go inside right here. So if you haven't been to the new Jackie Robinson Family YMCA, Anna, you got to be excited that we have this facility that's available like this to do all of. You talk about a command center. Look at what's happening. So what's going on in here?
So this is like where all the volunteers are basically mobilizing and trying to identify where the needs are. We actually created a whole...
Show us what's going on here. But put those cups down. Free your hands, right?
So we have listed out like all where we need the help in terms of the needs assessment, where the needs distribution goes out. So we take the needs assessment.
Take us over here to these. I want the community to see this because everybody's asking me, and I'm saying I'm not here.
So we have volunteer leads. So we have the needs assessment. So the folks that are canvassing, we have the needs distribution. So people that are taking whatever we get back, like they're packaging all the needs and supplies that they have and taking it out to the homes. So, and then we also have muscle and labor. So folks that can move equipment, they can lift 40 pounds or more. We are also working on transportation right now because that has been, folks don't have cars right now.
Yes.
So, but Uber has a $50 discount right now. So if you want to look at that, SD Rise 2024, that is the code right now for Uber. We also have identified different locations in Southeast as well.
Yeah.
You want to talk about those?
Yeah, so we've identified, so as this being our main hub, we have created sub-hubs throughout the community where the most impacting priority locations are. We have surveyed these streets, deeming 42nd Ocean View as one hub, 38th and Beta as another hub, Osborne and Cottonwood as a hub, and then as well as 51st and Hilltop as another hub. And those are the locations that we are taking care of, that we prioritize and taking care of first. Majority of those are all along the creeks, so those are the ones that were impacted the most.
Now, let me ask a quick question. Now, you just identified some areas. Do you want people to go into those areas and drop stuff off, or do you prefer they come here and let your team do all that?
So everything must come here through the YMCA. Everything that is donated, we would like to put our eyes on first. As you know, we're putting our names on top of this, so we want to make sure that everything that is going out is not only a safety thing, but just a liability thing. So any types of donations, any types of tools, whatever it is, must come through here, and we will distribute from here.
So let's go over this one board right here. I see needs assessment, and so as I'm looking from afar while I'm in Detroit and I'm hearing about this survey that's online, and who's in control here? I mean, who knows where to go? And I mean, where's all this information going? They're collecting stuff, but are you getting that, or are you?
Yeah, so we're not waiting on the city or the county.
Yeah.
Things need to happen now.
Yes.
We wait on them, people will continue to suffer. So we decided to come up with a coalition of organizations that we could go out there and survey the community and figure out what is it that the community needs. The people that were impacted, whether they need food, whether they need supplies, whether they need housing, and then we bring it back here with a good partnership of Urban Collaborative Project. They do a lot of our needs assessments and put it all on a spreadsheet to figure out what locations are impacted the worst and what we can do. So once those surveys come back, we can fill what we can here at the YMCA and then deliver those needs to the people who are in need.
Makes sense. Now we got more on this wall over here.
Yeah.
We got a lot of walls here at the Y. We put a whole, but right now, look at this with this right here. So tell me about what's going on up top
So
here.
these have been all the different leads that have been identified for each of the areas. So we have hot food, housing, and tenant rights, because that's another huge issue right now. The needs assessment, the labor muscle, and then the needs distribution, and then all their contact information here. But I don't know if we can. we're doing that, so they're the main person. that they hit. We also have some ground rules when we meet, because we do meet as
Oh, yes.
a bunch of different collaboratives or a bunch of different organizations that are coming together that are meeting. So we do have our ground rules when we meet, because this does take a lot of effort, and there's a lot of emotions that are running high right now. So this has been actually excellent in terms of making sure that we move forward instead of staying stuck.
Why are emotions running high?
Because the county and the city hasn't been out there.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but that's the reality. And we still have creeks that are backed up, and they're still not being cleaned out. And we have rain coming, and we've seen the residents. They're crying right now. They are, they're like, what can we do? We have generations of families that live there on their community blocks for years and years and years, and they're multi-generational homes too. So their emotions are running high, so we need to make sure that we can get the work done and get it done fast, because we can't wait on people.
So here's another big one right here. What do we have on this one?
Yeah, so here we have developed our own coalition of organizations that are coming together. So that way we can build a foundation to, if this ever happens again, we have a rapid response team.
Got it.
So we're deeming it the Southeast Disaster Response Team. So then that way we don't have to wait on anyone else. As soon as something happens, we can jump to plan of action.
There you go. There you go. Love it. Love it. So right here, we got a table of folks right here that are doing some things. Tell me who's here right now.
Okay, so right now this is an urban collaborative project, and what they're doing right now is they're gaining all of the information that our survey volunteers have gone out to put, and then from there they're going to put it all in a database to where we can then go out and give the people who are in need. We got people who call in as well. We got people who walk up, and then we also call them.
Hey, but not cutting you off now. Look what just pulled up right here on the outside. Let's just go out here and take a peek at this. So I want folks to see how the whole San Diego region is coming together to support your effort. And you talked earlier about the food bank, and here comes the food bank. We can stop right here. I think folks can see it, but another truckload. And how long have they been delivering food here to you?
Since, what was the first one, Friday?
Yeah.
Friday. So they call it Friday. So not just the San Diego food bank, but Wednesday.
Yeah.
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 So
The days fly by.
Food bank immediately called. Thanks to Amy. Whatever you guys need, we will be. So we told her exactly what our need was, and she immediately put the order in to come out and just have been making it happen. So they called again this morning saying that they had sandwiches for the community. So they're going to be having sandwiches and salad, a lot of healthy options.
Oh, wow, wow.
So we're not just ordering pizza and Chick-fil-A and stuff all the time.
It has been.
Which is good now. Pizza and Chick-fil-A work. That works too. But let me tell you, I need to give a shout out to my good friends Erwin Jacobs and Steve Cushman, who are that's the Jacobs Cushman Food Bank, and our good friend Mitch Mitchell from SDG&E, who's involved with that as well. People want to rally. So there's a lot more going on. We've seen just these two areas right here, but I heard that you've been doing this. So there's Barry Pollard right there. So Barry's
He's actually in charge of a lot of our logistics and things like that with the Urban Collaborative Project. So he's
Come on, Barry. No, Barry, come here. You come to me or I come to you. What you gonna do? Come on over here, Barry. Come on now.
Barry's been a great help. Him and his team actually are the ones who's developing all the technical stuff. All right, come on, don't be shy.
Yeah. So Barry, tell me what Urban Collaborative is doing now, and on top of all you've done for so long in the community, which is important.
We're trying to fill in the gaps.
Yes.
Right? And so right now what we need to do is get some systems in place so we distribute resources and services in an organized way so we can keep track of it, and we can also follow up with people. And so Carmina has been glued to the computer trying to get all of the data. So the logistics are working just fine. I think we could use some more volunteers today, if at all possible, as well as tomorrow, which is important because we're getting sandbags and sand delivered tomorrow, and we are going to need at least 1,000 bags filled before the rain starts on Thursday. So if there's anyone that's available to come out tomorrow morning, please do so.
Where are they coming to?
They're coming to the YMCA.
Jackie Robinson YMCA.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
And I also have to tell you, Michael, that the community has stepped up tremendously, and it is so good to see everybody here working, and the agencies are coming in, but not as fast as we would like. But we got this.
Yes, yes.
Right? So, and that is just, it warms my heart to see our community come together, and black folks, brown folks, white folks, we're all getting here together and making this happen.
And there's going to be a whole lot more folks coming when they see this. So, man, I appreciate you finally not being shy. For those who don't know Barry, he's not a shy guy. So that's good. But you are now, but right now, Anna and Armon's going to take me down because I know there's more to see here to this operation right here. So this, you can see they're doing it right here. But let's go down and. I walked through here earlier and was just, well, I'm going to be quiet right now. Just let them.
Right now we're actually closed for today. Our showers are not open, just because the facility's not open. But we'll be opening back up tomorrow at 6 a.m. So if you have been impacted by the flood, you can come take a shower. All you need to do is bring an ID and sign a waiver. And then we actually have the towels and the toiletries that they need. We even have clothes here if they need as well. And we'll show you that in a little bit.
Yeah, before we go though, I would like to introduce someone. This is Christina Buckner. She's in charge of our housing and tenants' rights. You can go ahead and tell you.
Hello, my name is Christina Buckner. I am in real estate, but most importantly, I'm here for the community. I'm with the San Diego Hip Hop 5K Health and Wellness team. We've been working with the Harvey Family Foundation for many of years. This is seeming all too familiar with the COVID-19 pandemic. We were out with masks, food drives, gas drives, you name it. So this is what we do. This is a little bit different this time, so a little bit slower in the mechanics, but I think that with us out here team building and doing this all together, we're actually making a huge difference. I don't know what the city would have done without us. So
There's no doubt, but I'll tell you what, you have been stepping up, and I like what you said. This is not your first rodeo. I mean, you have done this before. You've been engaged before, and people are coming together quickly, and it's a beautiful thing. And I know as we turn around right now, as we walk a little further down the hall, and I want all three of you to come here, and I want you to stand over here. So if you enter the new Jackie Robinson YMCA, that was made possible by all those donors on this board. So everything you see here is debt-free. But right inside the wall is this famous quote by Jackie Robinson. And I want all three of you to stand over there by that statue right there, Jackie, right now. And I want you to see what he said when he said, a life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. And everybody watching here today, this is impact right now. These are people making an impact in the biggest game of all, the game of life. And everybody that's come down here before I got here is doing great things to help make an impact for those that are surviving that horrific flood that roared down Imperial Avenue and through Choras Creek behind Jackie Robinson YMCA and deep into Southcrest and have left people houseless. I mean, that's it. You wonder how people get homeless. That's it. There you go, right? And the rights, do they really have the rights they need to get the support they needed? So God bless you all for doing that. I know you definitely passed the test from Jackie Robinson because the impact is needed. And look, we got volunteers coming in right now. There was a call out to bring diapers, and we got diapers coming in, but show us where all this stuff is going. Oh my goodness.
We have different actual locations right now. I mean, for the heavy lifting, we have it in our storage area. We're getting
There's items in there?
There's items in there.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So it's a little.
Yeah, so we like to separate our items because we have other locations that we do.
We're working with.
Yeah, that we're working with, like Southcrest Recreation Center as another hub for us for those that are in the Southcrest area with cleaning supplies.
Here, let's let this car get up in here right now. Thank you for bringing this in here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Where do you guys live?
Actually, we live in New Mesa, but I grew up here.
Oh, come on now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys come.
So right now we're sorting everything. So Emilio, who actually was a participant in our programs here, grew up in the Y here, now works at the Y. He's helping facilitate everything here. As you can see, we got got a lot of clothes donations, so we don't need any more clothes donations.
Repeat that again.
We have a lot of clothes donations, so we don't need any more.
However, if you do need you do bring clothes, you want new or used.
New, brand new.
Okay, yeah.
We do need like socks, underwear, sports bras are really helpful. Anything new though, nothing old. So
How about coats now? Because it's kind of winter time here in San Diego.
New coats,
Yeah.
would be great.
Okay.
So folks actually come in here. So the folks that have been responding out in the community, like we have volunteers packaging up what they need, and then they label like, okay, this is going out to Cottonwood, 3939 Cottonwood, and then we have folks taking it out to them that they need. So through the needs assessment, this is where it's getting organized and distributed.
Wow.
And then you can see back there.
Sorry.
So we have all of our cleaning supplies.
Okay.
Diapers, hygiene kits, the cleaning supplies. We need also a lot of adult diapers, so that's
Yes,
as
yes.
well.
Yes. So I would suggest, just looking at what I see here, you need a whole lot more cleaning supplies.
Yes. These are going fast. So
Yeah.
we have a list. We need paper towels, bleach. We need microfiber towels as well. Gloves, rubber gloves. We need PPE as well. Toilet paper is going fast.
Paper towels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all those kind of cleaning products and things
Cleaning
like that.
products.
And so when you look at the households that you're canvassing right now, they some of the folks may not be able to get back into their place, but some are trying to get back quickly, right? And which is where this cleaning stuff is necessary. They might not have mops, buckets, solvent, whatever it is, to try and make their place sanitary again. But I think the ultimate goal is everybody wants to get back in their own place, right? Because they might have a second story that didn't get flooded, but the first floor is, and all the what about furniture?
Yeah, furniture we've been moving everything out.
Out, yeah. So they're not ready for furniture yet. Okay.
Phase like 3, 4.
Say that again. Phase 3. So
Phase three.
tell us the
Phase
phases.
phase.
What's the phases? What's the
The
phases?
first one is actually what we're doing now and getting everybody's needs assessed.
Yeah.
Figuring out where they're going to go. And then phase 2 is actually getting them right into phase 1 is immediate housing. Phase 2 is figuring out how they're going to get back into their homes. So
Yeah.
the rebuilding phase of actually the house itself. And then phase 3 is getting them back to normalcy.
Yeah.
The furniture, the clothing.
The trauma. I mean, the trauma that's going on behind all this right now, too.
We're doing that in
Yeah,
phase 1
yeah,
through
yeah,
phase
yes,
3
yeah.
with the mental health.
That's right. That's exactly. So
That's the thing, I think, for the folks that are canvassing is making sure that they walk into a space that they understand that folks are impacted greatly, right? And that they just can't come in and, you have to build the trust there. So that's why we have the leads at each of the areas that we are servicing. So then that way they can give them a training and talk to them and let them know, like, hey, this is how you walk into the situation. Christina's been amazing at that, so.
the language barriers.
Oh, yes, we do need a lot of Spanish speakers going out to canvas because that has been an issue in terms of...
I have, so on just about each street, I have a translator.
Okay, good. But it would be great to have folks, yeah.
But is it more than just Spanish, though? Is it
That's been the
pretty much it? Okay.
Pretty much it.
So that's what we've known that for a long
But,
time.
and also finding out, like, letting us know who needs help too, because we have identified certain areas, but if there's people don't know that they can reach out to us and find out if their area has been impacted, to reach out to us to let us know so we can mobilize folks there.
So it looks like volunteers are in here sorting things out right now, and so when folks, they can come in here and pick what they need, they fill their own bags when they come here, and when does that begin?
I mean, it's starting now. So we've had folks coming in
Okay.
already. So, and then we also have the volunteers because some don't have transportation that are coming in and taking it out to the folks that need it.
Wow. So outside that door is a playground. Let's go out there for a second, because you see all of this right now. All of this. Yeah. And then out here,
These are some of the clothes that are going to be going out to different organizations that need clothes that already facilitate, because we've gotten so many.
wow.
So I know the Western Service Workers uses it, and then Sharia's Closet we were talking about as well. So we have a bunch of clothes that we can give out to different organizations that need clothes.
What a dream team that's been assembled to help make this happen. But like you
No
said,
ego, which is the awesome thing.
That's
about
right.
This is like we're all working together.
And
It's
that-
bigger than us. It's bigger than us.
That's right.
They made it happen.
man, I'll tell you what, and there's a lot, and a lot of people making it happen here today. Could volunteers come here and help in any kind of way? Do you need help here?
Yes. So we never turn away any volunteer. We will make sure that we find a job for you. So any more volunteers, we're here 8 to 5 every single day. So we just ask you to please come here. You can sign up here. We also have a link. So, and then even I tell people, even if you only have an hour for a break to come and help, we can definitely use you. So the more power that we have, the better.
I can't begin to. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Add on that is for the volunteers to stress for them to sign up, because we have had volunteers to show up with shovels and no assignments because we already have things kind of tasked out. So it's not to kind of be overbearing or controlling, but just so they don't waste their time driving here, and we already have them assigned to a particular task.
Good stuff, good stuff. So listen, I just can't begin to tell you how valuable this is for people that want to help. I think there's a lot of people want to do something, but they just don't know what to do or how to do it or where to go, or, you don't need to live in this community to help support the cause of what's going on. San Diego's rallied in so many causes outside of San Diego, so we know we've had firestorms here. We've had other things that we've helped our own here. But I also know, too, that when there's a fire in Maui, San Diego rallied and support that. If there's an earthquake somewhere, they do that. But this is happening right here in the heart of San Diego, and this is a great time for everybody in San Diego to step up and be counted and support in any kind of way that you can. So you telling them what to do and how they can do it is going to be meaningful. But the bottom line is this is not going away soon. So people if you've ever had a flood in your house, I just want you to think about it. If you've ever had water damage in your house, you know the remediation that it takes to get your house back to normal. If you ever had a leak in your roof or ceiling or something happen, it doesn't happen overnight. So just imagine this nasty, filthy flood water coming into your domain and maybe 6 to 8 feet high. Your vehicles washed down in the creek. I don't know how many cars are in the creek behind the Y right now?
There's one car, but we saw 2 cars floating down on it.
Floating down Choras Creek behind the Jackie Robinson YMCA. And we all saw those videos of cars being swept down Imperial Avenue. Come on, man. I mean, we've never seen this. And so now's the time for everybody to step up and do some great things. So I want to thank you two for all that you've done. But Anna's going to take me because we got to go to the back and talk about that All-Star Complex and what happened there. Because that too got fun. But once again, keep in mind, you all have heard everything here. And we haven't said one word about what happened, the impact of the storm on the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I can't even begin to tell you as I walk through here how I feel about having this facility available to do exactly what you're doing. And I mean, the spaces, to be able to, I mean, come on, where else in this area?
It's a true blessing.
Yeah.
That Anna was, so fast.
Yes.
You guys are all family. This is my community too.
Yeah.
How can I help? And, we jumped in effort. A lot of people actually turned us away.
Say that again. Say that louder.
A lot of people turned us away.
Yeah.
So we were blessed enough to have her to actually care about
Yeah.
the community.
In Lincoln High School nearby. I mean, Stephanie Brown, I shared her post that she put up about advertising this, but Lincoln High School opened up their gymnasium. Are they still open to house?
I think they're going to close that down on the 4th of February.
Okay.
So that's another thing is that people don't have anywhere to go after that in terms of like, I'm on it. And she's on it. in terms of I'm on it. Mike, you know what the beautiful thing though here has been? It's been community members that are rallying around.
Oh, yeah.
Not just organizations. Like right now, we just got a donation. They just had a baby shower, and they're like, "Hey, we heard you needed donations," and they brought all the supplies.
Yeah,
that we needed, like
diapers,
plates,
man, yeah.
the diapers, plates
Yeah.
that we needed.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, we just heard, and you know, what a blessing that we were
Yeah.
able to receive that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? And so I think for all of us, we're really moved by the community and the folks in the community rallying together to make sure that, you know, that people are being served and helped.
Yeah, and I've long subscribed to this definition of leadership, that it's my responsibility to inspire self-motivation in others to achieve the goals of the team. And that's exactly what you three leaders have done, and I'm sure so many others have done the same. You're inspiring others to achieve the goals of the team. It's not your goal, it's the team's goals to really make an impact on the community. But also heard too, there's a general task of leadership. And this is what I want everybody watching this to really listen carefully to. The general task of leadership is to present an unwelcome reality to an individual, an organization, an institution, a community, a city, a county. But there's an and proposition in between that that says you come up with a solution. And you are the solution, you see. So when folks aren't getting it done, it's all right to say that. I'm probably getting ready to write an article for the Union Tribune about what could have and should have been done in Choris Creek just from 805 to Imperial, when I got $6 million to have that piece restored back in, what was that, maybe 2015, and not one dime of that has been spent yet to restore the creek. Just think if that creek had been restored, Anna, behind us, and all that stuff had been removed and cleaned out, and all that, maybe that water wouldn't have flooded the field behind us right now.
We end up getting fined
Yeah.
because of everything that happens.
Well,
So
yeah.
it's like we really need like our city and county officials to step up.
Step up, no doubt, no doubt,
I mean,
no doubt.
You're supposed to be serving us.
Amen. That's right. Amen. Well, listen,
Fantastic. Yeah.
thank you, boy. Anna, let's go back to that field, man. Show everybody what we're talking about here. So with us, people at work, this is work being done. Volunteers from all over San Diego County coming in, children helping out. They brought diapers. Some folks coming through to get some, fulfill some of their needs. We got a little baby here. All right, how you doing today? All right, good. Yes, volunteering with the baby. So, Anna, how does this make you feel, man? Being here at the. Don't start crying now. I know you get very emotional now. I know. Me too. I get emotional too.
Everybody come together and work together, and that, you know, it's not about me, it's not about anybody, but just everybody coming together to make sure that we can serve our community.
Yeah, so this is the member lounge of the Jackie Robinson YMCA, and I think the story to be told, and I hope, are we going to lose internet when we walk out here? Is it pretty, what do you think? Is it strong enough? Okay, well, let's try and see if we could get out to this deck. But so for those of you that have been around the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA long enough to know, there was a time where we're standing right now would have been the same level as this field over here. And so let's walk up to this rail. I think we're good so far. And so the field is 6 feet below this area that we're at right now, as you can see. And so what happened was when we started building the new Y, this field came in with the 2016 All-Star Game. It was donated by the Padres and Major League Baseball, and Jan and Dick Hunter and others helped make this happen. They came in and just installed this beautiful field even before the building was built. But the original plan was that the building would be at the same level as the field that you see right now until FEMA got involved. Thank God for FEMA, because what's behind us is, you can see that fence line out there behind that scoreboard is Choris Creek. And it runs from over there at 805. See 805, those cars running over there? And it comes all the way through here, through the property, and then ends up at Imperial Avenue on this side over here. But what happened now with the storm, well, let's go back to FEMA. So on our side of the creek is a concrete berm that was never mapped with FEMA back in the 1950s. So since Hurricane Katrina, all of the levees or creeks like Choris Creek needed to be mapped with FEMA, and because it wasn't, they didn't honor that concrete berm. So either we could delay the construction of the new Jackie Robinson Family YMCA by another 2 years, or we can bring in 20,000 cubic yards of dirt to raise the foundation 6 feet in order to address any flooding that might happen with the 100 and 500-year floods. And we did that. It was a $1 million change order. Let me repeat that, a $1 million change order for the construction of this Jackie Robinson Family YMCA, which has been serving the community since 1943. So Anna, I'm going to turn it back to you, because when those rains hit, what started happening here?
It was wild. I've never seen anything. I've been here 20 years and I've never seen anything like that. So the rain started hitting, the T-ball field started getting flooded right here to your left. That was flooded out. But then the rain, it looked like white rock, well, they weren't white, but it looked like rapids coming down the creek. In the corner over there by the camp area, the water started overflowing and it ended up flooding our entire field, and it looked like a pond out here. It looked like a pond, and it filled up. I think you can see the water. I mean, you can't see it right here, but you can see on the wall the watermarks of where it filled up. And then it was like flooded on the other side as well. So our field is completely torn up right now. So we're not allowing folks to go on the field just because it is not safe. We have, the creek we have our houseless population there too, so we have a lot of items that are on the field that we need to get cleaned up, and it looks like it's going to be like $15,000 of cleanup and restoration of the field. So yeah, this is something, and like what we do here is we have so many community events and they're hosted on the field, so we kind of that we get this back up. And we have soccer, baseball running, so those have been canceled for I don't know how many weeks now. So we're trying to get this back up and restored.
And the bottom line right now is, when this field was constructed right now, and if you fly into San Diego, sit in the A seat like I did yesterday, and you'll see that number 42 from the air. But when the field was constructed, it's a permeable surface. So when it would rain, the water would penetrate through the field and then go through the filtration system into the sewage area, which this did. So even though it flooded, it did eventually permeate through the field. But what was coming down the creek wasn't clean water. It was polluted water. And I just, and you can see over in there in that corner down there, you can see the residue that's still left behind. But it's, so you got to question. I think, Anna, it's going to be more than 15,000. I think the whole turf may need to be replaced altogether. Yeah.
Where it's flooded, so there's
Yeah.
flood line you see.
Yeah, you see that flood line. Look at that. See that?
It's a foot up high.
Yes. So that foot
So
underwater.
We're so blessed that we're
Yeah.
up six feet, so
Yeah.
that we can be a command center for
Oh,
the
yeah.
families.
Oh yeah, so I think the impact here, and this is it, but the priority wise, what's come on right now, the priorities of what we're trying to do right here, and once again, you didn't hear Anna say anything. This is me asking the question about the impact on the Y. Right now, the YMCA is here to serve. The mission of the Y is to improve the quality of human life and help all people realize their fullest potential as children of God through the development of the spirit, mind, and body. At least that's what the mission was when I was here. I think they've changed it since then. But we're here to serve people and not necessarily worried about this field yet. But this field was serving thousands of kids and families when it was in play. And I'm saying we're probably going to have to replace the turf because it's been soaked with polluted water that roared down Choice Creek. And so I think probably closer to 150,000 than 15. So anybody out there interested in helping make that happen, let's talk about it. But I'm not sure if insurance is going to cover that, you see. But Anna, let's wrap it up right now, because I think ultimately, you spending your weekend here, you're a mother, you got children, you got a senior in high school, and I've seen your children grow up here at this beautiful YMCA. And let's walk over in this current corner too and close it out, because we got a swimming pool here. And the pool, it was impacted.
So, we had an issue with our pump room. So the pump room ended up getting flooded as well because of the rain.
The water level, yeah.
So we had to shut down the pool. It's back open now, but we had to clean it out and making sure that the pump room was okay.
The water in the pool that wasn't affected.
The water wasn't, but the pump room was.
Yeah, come on over here and look at this beautiful aquatic center that's here at the Jackie Robinson YMCA that is open Monday through Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so this is open right now, but But I think ultimately, Anna, I'm gonna let you close it out, man. So if you had one plea right now to get people to come down, be active, get involved, get engaged, advocate, volunteer, donate, tell us why.
Because our community needs it. I mean, if you go down and see the affected areas, you're going to want to mobilize as well.
Yeah.
So it's really, really important to get our folks ready to. We need to clean out the storm drains too, because that is huge. There's rain coming, I think, on Wednesday, so we got to get prepared for that. Or else we're going to have the same situation that happened on Wednesday, and those families can't take it anymore. So please, if you can come down, volunteer, we'll activate you in any way. We do need folks that can actually move stuff. We need canvassers as well to go out to talk to people. So it's, and also folks, if you have the county link to fill out, because the more people we get to fill that out that says that you've been impacted by the storm, that the faster that we can activate the FEMA dollars as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, man, I appreciate and love all that you do here. You're a great leader, you're an impactful leader, and you're doing great things. And you're a Rotarian too. So I know our Rotary Club, Emily Rex is active. We have Rotarians at work day. It's usually in February. So I sent a message to Emily. As I said, do we have to wait to February to April? We have to wait till April to have a Rotarians at work day? She said, absolutely not. She's been all over it with the 33rd oldest and the 10th largest Rotary Club in the world, over 400 members. She's been mobilizing them as well to get them actively engaged. And our incoming president, Mia Harensky, is championing that effort as well. And I'm back now, so I'm going to be all over it. But we appreciate all that you do and how you serve others before self, and how you truly spend your heaven doing good on earth right here at the Jackie Robinson Family YMCA. You too can join the effort. And once again, as we talked about too, in closing, that number 42, as we showed earlier in this message, this Facebook Live, where we were at the front of the building and where Jackie Robinson said, a life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. Folks, let's do the same right here for those in need in Southeast San Diego. God bless you and have an awesome Sunday.